Everybody, it's Paul from Screen Mining Mentor. Hey, just want to give you a little update on what's been going on with the channel, sort of what I've been thinking with where to go, and then some exciting sort of stuff that I think is going to be happening in the near future. And I just wanted to give you an update, and I wanted to tell you versus just write it out in the community page because I thought it would be fun. So the first thing I wanted to tell you guys is sort of the reason I've been busy in August is two big milestones in my life. Well, it's more of my kid's life. My daughter got selected to sing in an international choir, and we got to go to Australia. And I'll put a couple of photos so you can sort of see. She got to sing at the Sydney Opera House, which was just phenomenal. Australia was really neat. One of the things I think for screenwriting, which is really cool about is just traveling and seeing what other cultures are like. One of the interesting things I knew or I got to discover about Sydney was a lot of the restaurants were closed at 3 o'clock, which I found very interesting, especially because I was hungry at like 4 or 5 and I had to sort of find places, and a lot of the places I wanted to try weren't available because it was after 3. So I thought that was very interesting. Another thing I thought was interesting was tipping culture, in that it was so I went to a fish and chips place. It was $35. I gave them a 50. I told them just give me 5 back, and it caused quite the uproar between the shop owner and her husband because they didn't know what to do with that. And I was just doing it to say, hey, you guys did a good job. And I just thought it was really funny because I said, well, just give me 5 back. And she just looked at me and goes, why? And I was like, well, okay. And it took a little while to explain what a tip was. And she had to call her husband out, and he's like, well, why don't you want all your money back? And I said, well, just, I'm a dumb American. And I just wanted to say thank you for the food for today. And so finally, he was okay with that. And the funny part was there was a guy who ordered in front of me. I got my order first. That was not my intention. Truthfully, that was not my intention, but that was a lot of fun. Now on my channel, you notice a lot. I do a lot of screenwriting software. I'm going to deviate from that for just a moment here to talk about the Australian ETA app, because I want to just say, for folks who don't know, I've seen a lot of people struggling with getting their, basically it's for your visas to get into the country. And I saw a lot of people struggling with the ETA app. And the problem that we figured out is if your passport picture, like the black and white one, is not very good, or sort of very light, which in the case my son's and mine were, we had to actually go through immigration, the IMMI, and I'll put it up in the video so you can see where exactly we went for that. And that's your best bet. Don't try to play. If you can't get the ETA app to work within 10 pictures, so what happens is you have to scan your document, then you have to locate the chip within the document, and then you have to take a picture scan of your face. If that doesn't work within the first 10 pictures, just skip it and go right to immigration. So you really need to get on top of this quickly, because immigration can take up to 30 days. We were lucky. We got, it was quite surreal. We had to say goodbye to my wife and daughter, who got to go to Sydney ahead of us because we had such problems with the ETA app and getting our visas. And so we ended up having to call my congressperson, and they helped sort of get us a visa. And so we got there the day she was singing. I'll put a couple other pictures up, and you can see how tired I was. We arrived at 6:30 in the morning on the Friday that she was going to sing, and she sang at 1 o'clock. We got to eat at the hotel. It was a really nice hotel they set us up in. And so I can't say enough good things about the Marriott down in Sydney. Wonderful food, some of the best food I've had. And so that was a lot of fun. So that was one of the things. We also got to go to Cairns and experience the Great Barrier Reef. I unfortunately got too motion sick, so I wasn't able to go out, but my family did, and they enjoyed themselves out there as well too. So that was one of the things that we did this summer. The second thing is my kids just went off to university, as you would say in most part of the world, or what we normally say here in the Midwest, they went off to college. And so we just got done taking them up to college. I have twins, and so both of them are at their university with for their freshman year. So so that leads me to sort of what I'm going to try to keep doing. I'm going to try to start doing a little bit more videos, since I'm not going to have to take them around as much. And it sort of frees up time for myself. So hopefully I'll begin to be able to make some more videos for you guys and stuff like that. So some of the questions I had for you: do you prefer more general screenwriting software topics? Do you prefer just the video reviews of software that I have been doing? I've gotten a lot of requests for that, especially from software makers. There's not a lot of other channels that talk about screenwriting software, and so I've actually been starting to get hits from software companies saying, "Hey," if you probably noticed it too, you've seen some of the reviews I've done. I'm lining up some interviews with other screenwriters. I want to thank Oliver for coming on. It was really neat to talk to someone who's been working in the industry just recently. I'm going to also have, hopefully, a surprise. He's not really a screenwriter, but he's known in the critic space as well as improv. And so I'm really excited to hopefully have the surprise guest coming on in hopefully in a week or two to just talk about screenwriting and that sort of stuff. And so that's sort of where I'm thinking of going at with the channel. I've also been thinking of doing a couple more audio dramas. I don't know if you guys really want to hear those or not. I was thinking of maybe setting up a second channel for that, but just for the first couple of just linking them here and then putting them into the second channel as well too. So that's sort of my plans for the channel right now. So I'm just sort of looking for input as to what would be most helpful for you guys, because I do this channel for people wanting to know about screenwriting. I mean, that's why I do it. Plus, I enjoy talking about a lot of screenwriting software and about just screenwriting topics in general. So if there's anything in particular you want, I know I've had a couple people ask me to look at some more software, which I will be looking at coming up, and hopefully I'm going to try to get about 2 to 3 videos out for you a week. And like I said, just let me know what sort of topics you want to talk about. But I just wanted to give you an update of sort of what has been going on. We're really close to 1,000 subscribers. I'm really hoping to break that. Now that won't be, unfortunately, I won't be able to get monetized because I'm pretty low on, a lot of my stuff is short videos. And so I have to get to 4,000 watch hours, and I'm hovering about 2,000 watch hours per year. And so I got to start making some more. A lot of that's just going to be more longer content. It's not necessarily a lot longer. So on average, you need to have about a 10 to 13 minute video. And if you have people watch those, and that's the vast majority of your library, you can easily hit that 4K watch hour time. So I'm still working towards that. So, but I just want to give you a short video about what's been going on. I haven't forgotten, I haven't fallen off and stuff like that, but just also just to get your feedback as to, what you're looking for in terms of content, what would be most helpful for you. Because like I said, I want to make this content helpful for you guys. I can make a bunch of stuff that I find helpful, but at the end of the day, I really want to help people tell their stories. And so thank you for watching. As always, keep writing, and I'll see you in the next video. Live well and write well.